on YouTube today. We're doing a different sort of video actually, and I'm sure some of you will find this quite interesting actually. Basically, I've got 3 different models here. Sorry, I forgot to check. All by Hornby, except this was a Hornby Lima one, or Lima, however you want to say it. So yeah, they're all by Hornby. Hang on, sorry, wheels back on track. There we go. Right, what we've got here is GWR County class. It's the County of Bedford. She's a 440, and she's part of the Hornby Railroad range. She's got a nice bit of detail, but she does look a little bit, a little bit plasticky. She's not too heavy and so on. Nice thing about her, she's got pickups in both the driving wheels and in 2 of the rear, so 2 of the tender axle, pickup coming. Then we've got obviously the GWR 45XX, which you can just now see, and she is quite an old model, maybe 15 odd years old, something like that. She's a nice runner though, a bit noisy, but she runs well. And finally we've got the premium City of Lancaster Loco. I'm sorry, I cannot remember what class she is. Somebody's going to correct me. Down the bottom, might be a Coronation class. Yes, she's a Coronation City class, I think. In LMS livery. Now basically I'm going to simply enough show you them all running. I know that sounds quite boring, but you're going to see the difference in not only the detail but also in the quality of its running. I mean, this Loco, so basically we've got when they were brand new, cheap, middle of the range, expensive, when they were new and so on. And we're just going to see them all running basically. Now I'm going to remove her. There we go. Get rid of the coach, we don't need that. Right out of the way. Now you will have to excuse me, the run-off track at the back is not attached properly, so I might have to push some Locos over the join and stuff. But anyway, so we're going to start off with running she's in the right place. Running this model. Now you might be able to hear she's quite noisy, but she does run surprisingly smooth. I've oiled her up, I've tried everything, but I cannot get rid of that noise. I think it's literally just the motor spinning over, it's an old motor and so on. But yeah, she's a nice runner, quite noisy. She's actually got quite a bit of weight to her. She'll pull a nice sort of 4 or 5 coach train quite easily, which is quite good. Then at the top of your screen, we've got the County of Bedford. Now, I'm going to give it about the same amount of power, and you'll see it's quite juddery, and it takes a long time to get any current. The reason it takes a long time to get any current is because it's on a dead piece of track. There we go. I've designed the track so there's a dead piece there, so I can sort of leave local and stage stuff. Right, a bit of power and a nudge. There we go. So when you give it a lot of power like that, she runs quite nicely. And when I slow her down a bit, you might be able to hear it. It's quite juddery. It's the way I describe it, except it's not juddery, if that makes sense. It doesn't make sense, I know it doesn't. The wheels moving are quite smooth, the actual driving wheels, but the whole front end of the Loco bounces like that. If I do it in reverse, it's even more obvious. There you go. And that's all because there's no support over the front end, there's no spring, there's nothing. There is a piece of metal in there, but it's obviously not springy enough to try and force the front wheels down, which push the back end up. But as this is as a passenger Loco, it never goes in reverse. They will always be going forward, which does mean somewhere on my layout I need a turntable. So that's maybe a little hint of what might happen at a later date. But anyway, yeah, she's a bit bouncy, a bit runny, but when she gets up to speed, she can pull 3, 4 coaches absolutely fine, no problem at all, and she's actually a really nice, smooth runner when you give her enough power. Now, this is the difference between the cheapy sort of one and now the premium Loco. I've given that no power. On my controller, that is at about 11 o'clock. And she's beautifully smooth. And as well as that, she came out of a set, okay? So she's not she's not a super detailed model or anything, she's just the premium model. She came out of that set I did for the 250th subscriber special. And she is just, she's such a nice runner. Right, now this is where I'm going to have a problem. Because the track is not smooth, the join between the two tracks isn't smooth. The reason it's not smooth is because this piece of board the track is 3mm lower because it hasn't got the foam underneath it. So wrong track. That's the track I'm after. So I'm just going to push her over the join. There we go, the wheels are on. And she runs over points so smoothly. I mean, these are streamlined points she's running over there. Medium streamlined points by Pico, and she'll do it without even thinking about it. And I mean, it's all I'm really saying is, if you're thinking about buying a Loco and you don't quite know what you're going to get, what you're going to do, maybe second hand, maybe brand new, if you can afford a brand new Loco, go for the new Loco. Only because it's brand new, you know it, when you get out of the box, you know it has never been sort of bashed around or misused or anything stupid like that. Let's move the correct track, there we go. Which is always good. Bring it back into shot, there we go. But, I mean, I'm basically just showing you that paying the £30–40 extra doesn't also get you a better detailed Loco, it gets you a superior running Loco. It's just so heavy, that Loco, it's runs so smoothly, so nicely. In the review I did, I said the tender is really heavy, it's lacking a bit of detail along the side, on the undercarriage, but it is a really heavy Loco when you actually pick it up. Then the actual, sorry, I meant tender there, then the actual Loco itself is nice and heavy, it's got a good motor. I mean, the mechanism on it, I'm going to have to go freehand to show you this bit. But look at this mechanism as she goes. That's slow, that's smooth. I mean, look, that's the controller there. Barely any power, and she'll go straight over that point. No problem at all. Now, she has, to help her with that, she has got pickups in those front 3 driving wheels and all 3 of those rear tender axles. They've all got pickups on them, so it's got a great big span. I mean, the total span there is about 8 inches to pick up current from, and if it goes over a point and hits a dead spot, it's going to be a massive dead spot. So anyway, so that's just brilliant, really. So yeah, that's simple enough, really. So then, yeah, that is about it for this video. I mean, you've seen them all run. We've got the second-hand one that is a bit noisy, but she would have been a middle-of-the-range price Loco. She's got a good weight to her, pulls greatly. She's about 15 years old. We've got the brand new premium, not super detailed, but it's premium. And when I say not super detailed, I in fact forget that. She's super detailed. That's full stop. There we go. She is a super detailed premium model, and she came from a set, which is the amazing thing. I mean, in the review, in fact, you know what? The review you're going to see is the second review I've done of it, because I don't think I did quite good justice to it, first of all. So yeah, I might do a review of all the coaches and stuff again. But anyway, this fraction. So yeah, so super nice Loco. And then at the top end you've got the premium Loco. Sorry, not premium. The railroad model, which has, there is absolutely no problem with a railroad model. I mean, the Hornby 9F, they could have charged twice the price for that and people would still be buying it. So yeah, so basically, just to sum up quickly, if you are considering buying a new Loco and you can afford it, go for the super detailed, the premium model. or go for the Bachmann sort of. Bachmann don't really do. They got like premium and then standard. They don't really do like a cheap model. So basically, the Bachmann standard, the Bachmann premium, or the Hornby premium, if you can afford them. If you can't, the Hornby Railroad, they're brilliant locos. They're really robust. I mean, there's not much detail on them, but because of that, there's very little you can break off of them. So there you go. That's quite cheap. That one is £40 there, and she's nice, especially when I stick my 2 coaches on the back of it. It's a great little train. And then obviously you've got the second hand. Great runner, slightly noisy. Can't really do anything about that. But really nice loco. I mean, she's in great condition. I've weathered this one down, hence why she looks a bit dusty and so on. But that's just weathering on it. So yeah, think about it. If you can, I would go second hand, but look for the Hornby premium stuff, because you're very likely to get that one there about, if you bought this one second hand, you probably get that at about 30, 40, no, maybe 30, 35% discount of its retail price. So that's a great thing to just have a quick go with. But we will just do a quick. We've hit a dead spot. This is what I mean. This loco has just hit a dead spot. There's no apparent reason to hit a dead spot. I mean, if I ran this one over, it wouldn't. But that it just shows you. So just get them moving. Oh, a bit more power. So yeah, that was a little thing on locos, 3 different locos, 3 different price ranges, and you can just see the difference in detail, the difference in running, and so on. But I mean, I'll just give a quick. So yeah, that's just a little thing. So thanks for watching. Hope you found this useful. Just a little video just comparing prices and running and so on. But yeah, so thanks for watching. If you have any comments, leave them below, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. So thanks for watching.